morning, everyone. Ho, ho, ho. Not morning where you're at? That's okay, because you can have eggs for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Welcome to episode 84 of Three Eggs Are Better Than One. I am Brad Stanton, along with fellow eggs Matt M. and Brian Haremza. We want to thank you all for the positive feedback from last week. Um, every kiss begins with K. You know what I mean? That's what we did. We did company slogans, and Brian and I, more so I, failed miserably. We appreciate all your comments. We appreciate all your listens, downloads. If it's your first time listening to the show, we do something called Sunny Side Up. It's our good news of the week, and this week it is Matt.
I listened back and I don't think you guys did as bad as maybe we thought in the moment. I think you did okay.
We ended bad.
You ended bad. We
Yeah,
left
the
it bad.
the
Yeah.
fictional ones that didn't really have a lot of knowledge on.
Yeah. Well, yeah, forget about those. Yeah. Okay. So you guys know that I'm terrible at Sunny Side Up. And now I'm gonna be the terriblest because I'm going hard boiled.
What is this?
Breakfast. I mean, airports. Am I right? I flew, and I mean, 20 minutes into the experience, I already have this long list of things that's like, what are we doing here, people? So, first of all, I'm at the airport, and you go through security, and now, you got to go up a long escalator or down a long escalator. You got to make your way to your gate. Big signs, no luggage on the escalators. What? So then who are they for? I'm pretty sure I'm taking my bags on the escalator with me, just like everybody else. A dumb sign. Use elevator. Why don't we all line up? I have an idea. Let's all wait online at TSA forever and then wait online for the elevator. That makes a lot of sense. Next. Next. Just like anybody, you got a couple extra minutes. You like to go to little shops, check out what's there, maybe buy some snacks for the plane. The self checkouts, of course, are not working, so we're just on the line for the human to check us out, no problem. But this flight crew member, who apparently has a job to go get to, just decides he's just going to cut everybody because, he's got to operate one of the flights and is just going to bypass everybody on the line. Hey, man, what? You don't get to cut me, you know? First of all, I don't think he was a pilot. Maybe I would allow this for the pilot and the co-pilot. That's what this guy was. I'll just go in front of you because, I got a plane. Well, yeah, I'm just here for fun, right? What is that? Hard boiled.
Well, that is good news, Matt. That is very,
Great
very.
news. Great
I'm
news.
not done.
Oh.
Oh God, okay.
Then we get to the waiting area, the seating area, and there's in the center, there's like a kid's play zone, slides and run up and down and all kinds of things. Keep you busy while you're waiting. And of course, it's very crowded. And of course, there's the big standard signs, you must supervise your children, that sort of thing. Sure, no problem. Except for the fact that the entire thing is opaque. You cannot see through this thing. I have no idea what's going on the other side of this wall. I'm just listening for his voice and making sure that he's still alive. What kind of design is this?
I don't know, but I think that's probably how you got sick.
Let me just, let my child out of my sight at the airport.
That's a good place. Yeah.
At the large international airport. That's a good idea.
Hmm.
And finally, you may have noticed that I am a little nasally because everybody around me for the entire flight was just, coughing their brains out the whole time. And I'm going to assign at least 50% blame to the people coughing next to me all flight long. Thanks. Thanks for coughing.
Thanks a lot. Very good, Matt.
Sunny
Appreciate
side
that.
up.
I'm not a big fan of airports myself. I told an airport story not about a year ago, and it was not a pleasant experience. And I believe it was out by you. Having said that, I'm a little late to the party here with this Sunny Side Up because unfortunately we got the news the day after we recorded. But congratulations to the Philadelphia 76ers for signing LeBron James. And then we did this in a group chat. We talked a little bit, and Matt said, written like a true Philadelphia fan because I said as long as we're healthy, I think we're a championship team. And let's face it, Joel Embiid, if you're any bit familiar with the Sixers, has never ever been healthy. Okay, so but I'm very excited. We made some moves in the offseason. Jaylen Brown, a great player from the Celtics, LeBron James, VJ Edgecombe, and you have Maxey, and now this is incredible. Joel Embiid. This is a team, and you got some. We got some great backups. We're deep, so hoping for a great season. I was not upset with the Knicks winning last year, but I think they're coming for them. Guys, if you look at me right now, and if for those of you at home that are watching, I am not wearing the same glasses that I was wearing last week. I've been having trouble. I still don't think they got it right. So I have a second pair, and I just said, well, let me just wear those and see what happens. But a funny thing happened. I'm in my car, and I get to work a little bit too early sometimes. I don't want to go in right away. I don't want to go in before a half hour before I have to be there. Going in too early, I'm just so I'm in my car and I'm just kind of reading on my phone, and no big deal. And I take my glasses off, and I look at my phone, and I look at my watch, and I'm able to read. I haven't been able to read without glasses for 10 years. Like, what is going on? Now, it wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfect vision, but it was vision that I could deal with. It wasn't blurry. It was a little bit 3D-ish, if that makes sense. Like if you were wearing 3D glasses. Now, testing it out, I go inside. No, I can't read again. Tried it again this morning. Once again, able to read without the glasses. So here are the three explanations by our good friends at ChatGPT. Second sight from cataracts. Absolutely not. I don't have cataracts. I just came from the freaking eye doctor. I don't have cataracts. They would have mentioned that. I would hope. Blood sugar fluctuations. Yeah, I don't think so. Third one, lighting and environment. Very bright natural light or better contracts make your pupils smaller, which sharpens focus without glasses. You know what? This is a weird sunny side up, but I have to say, the human body is unbelievable. To make an adjustment like that, your pupils get smaller, and now I can see. So I know exactly where I need to sit at what part of the day if I don't have my glasses on. Sunny side up.
That's amazing.
We're literally talking about the sunny side.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I was actually
I
just going to think you were developing mutant powers or something.
Yes, I was hoping for the mutant powers. Was I bit by a spider? Right. We talked about this before.
We don't know.
We don't know. I probably have been bit by a spider. I don't even know.
Got to bring up Tobey Maguire. Hit it early.
As the greatest Spider-Man of all time.
He is.
Which brings us to you, Bryant.
For me, I'm all alone. Brad mentioned it last week. His Sue was gone. This weekend, my Sue is gone. I am home by myself, and I've been home by myself for a few days now. And I just want to say, I have forgotten how to live by myself. So I have figured out how to get the dishes right. I have figured out how to get all the laundry right. I have figured out how to get all the cleaning done, all without Sue, all on my own. I feel like an adult man.
This crap. This is a rerun of previous Sunny Sides Up. You stay home alone. You go on summer vacations. You go away for vacation. They're all the same. I'm glad this work week is over or almost over. It's all bullshit. It's the same four recycled Sunny Sides Up all the time.
It's true. Yeah.
I think what we're learning here is Bryant's life is not that exciting.
There it is. It only took us how many episodes to realize this, guys? I'm so glad we've all finally caught on.
Well, I can't wait for next week, Bryant.
Yeah, I'll recycle something else, I promise.
So this week, guys, for hard-boiled, I have made 2 trips to the pharmacy. 2 trips. The first one, now we've all talked about, or 2 out of 3 of us have talked about how we now like our pharmacy experience where we type in on our own and we can beat everybody to the punch. Well, guess what? There are 4 counters. And ever since this new technology has come to my CVS, they've always been all 4 open. I go there the other day and there are only 2 open. They put little do not close signs. Yeah, exactly why. All right, listen, you don't get to do this. Now you've created the line again. Yeah. You don't get to do this. I was very upset. Difficulties?
That wouldn't surprise me.
I wrote a note, and you just put it in the little box and just let them know that it needs to be opened.
You filled out a comment card?
Yeah, I filled out a comment card.
That exists?
Those are still a
What's
thing.
funny? Yeah, well, we're in old man country with the pharmacy, so yes, I
True.
filled out a card.
That's true.
So I go back to the
And you're an
pharmacy.
old man.
I am. That I am. Now, these next two stories have to do with why people always think they need to talk to me. I don't come off friendly. I am a friendly guy, but I have a resting dick face, very much so. So I'm not smiling like when I'm in line or anything like that. Not to mention in my gym clothes, a whole thing. I don't find myself to be very approachable, but I am. I am apparently, and apparently I can relate to anybody because I'm next to a man at the pharmacy, and he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Okay, he doesn't know how to type his first name. He doesn't know how to type his last name. He doesn't know his date of birth. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know how to do it. So I'm in there and I'm like, boom, 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 done. Right, here we go. Yeah. Anybody finished? Yeah, I'm finished. This guy looks at me and goes, boy, no customer service at all, right? Look at all these people back here. He's talking loud. Look at them all of them acting like they don't see me. I'm here. I need help. A bunch of Democrats worked here. Obviously, you all voted for Democrat. We have all Democrats here. He goes, am I right? I said, sir, if you think I am jumping in this boat with you, you are out of your mind. Out of your mind. So I get my help. He's over there telling her, listen, I need this and I need that. She goes, sir, your prescription expired last week, so you're going to need to go to the separate counter. He goes, do not vote Democrat. Do not vote Democrat. And he's like, and he looks at me again. I go, I don't know why you think just because I'm a middle-aged white man that I'm on your team, but I am not. I am not, sir, I assure you.
Where is the political connection here?
I don't know. I think both parties are very, very capable of being lazy and not helpful. So, all right. So now I'm at the grocery store, and for some reason on a Tuesday at Giant, the place is packed at 12:30 in the afternoon. Does anybody have a job? I'm not sure what's going on. And all the registers are closed too. Maybe that's why it seemed packed. The only ones that are open are the self-checkout. So this thing is I can't explain. It's like a line, like a real line on a Tuesday at 12:30. There's no lines Tuesday at 12:30, okay? Everything is pretty clear. Most people have jobs. I do have a job, but we have a weird schedule. So I go right past it. I go, well, I'm going to grab something else. I'm not waiting for this. So then I come back and the line is like moving like you've never seen before. And I couldn't believe it. And this guy starts moving somebody's cart out of the way and then goes around this cart. And he looks at me. I go, what? He goes, I don't know where she went. I go, you don't know who went? I go, the lady that was in line behind me. I go, okay. He goes, well, I'm not going to wait. I'm going to go ahead and go around her. I go, great. And he's like, do you think it's the right thing to do? I go, I don't know. I don't know. But there's open registers. He's like, I mean, I just can't wait here forever, can I? I'm like, I don't know. All of a sudden the woman's behind me and she's daggers in the back of my head because she thinks I'm in cahoots with this guy with the cutting. I don't want to talk to you. Just move it along. I didn't care. I didn't ask. I didn't ask. And again,
how did these things happen to you?
I don't know. I don't know how they happen to me, but I don't like being associated with people that are obviously insane.
Dude, it's every time you go anywhere.
I can't go anywhere. People talk to me everywhere. Everywhere.
I think it's where you live. I'll be honest.
No,
at this point.
no, we're a very unfriendly area. Well, but not to me. No, even the weirdos want to talk to me.
Sounds
and
like
do you remember the previous episode I told you about the woman that taught me how to do the pharmacy and then read the receipt to me and went through it and through it? Well, since that day, I felt really bad about the way I treated her. So I've overcompensated every time I came in. And her name is Rebecca. And Rebecca had to help this asshole. Hard-boiled.
Did you apologize to her for him?
I have gone out of my way to be nice to Rebecca because I felt like she was doing something, trying to do her job really well, and I made fun of her, and I think she listens to the show.
Hey.
Which, Matt, I don't know if you're going to do this next category because you didn't seem very excited about it. I don't know if you made a pivot, but for now, we're going to call it the yoke. The yoke is serious matters, and I think we have done it, but it has been a very long time.
Okay, it's not the yoke. It's no yoke.
Okay. Sorry.
As in no joke, as in something serious.
Ah, that is good.
I like that. I like that.
It's no yoke.
It's like
and
Reluctancy Taxi.
I think it's a new topic alert.
Well, I'll tell you what,
Is
if
it?
it is, it's been on there since day one.
It
All right.
has been
Half jazz hands
available.
then.
It has been
Half jazz hands.
available.
Okay.
It's
All
been
right.
available, but it's definitely the first time for me.
All right. New topic alert.
All right, guys. And I took it seriously. Now, this is not a life or death topic, but I think that it's a serious matter, and it certainly involves a lot of money. I'm going to be doing a lot of reading here, and there's a lot of information, but I think for me personally, this is fascinating
You know
stuff.
what? Let's just go with egg whites.
All right, asshole.
I'm kidding. Go.
I'm going to talk about the Paramount and Warner Brothers merger.
Wow, I cannot believe this is happening at our show.
We're doing this.
So,
We're actually doing this.
let's see what's going on. David Ellison's Skydance completed its acquisition of Paramount Global in August of 2025 and almost immediately began making unsolicited offers to buy all of Warner Brothers Discovery, WBD, which includes HBO. 3 separate proposals were rejected. In December of 25, WDB accepted a proposal from Netflix for WBD's studio and streaming businesses, with the WBD shareholders to receive $27.75 per share. Before the Netflix agreement was finalized, an anonymous collection of prominent feature film producers urged Congress to scrutinize or block a Netflix and Warner combination. Their concern was that Netflix would gain extraordinary control over production, distribution, streaming, and theatrical release decisions. These people were supposedly very powerful Hollywood figures who still did not want their names attached to this criticism, for fear of, because a fear of being in trouble with a potential future employer, if they needed to do business with Netflix in the future. 3 days after Netflix announces the agreement, Paramount launches a hostile $30 per share all cash offer for Warner Brothers, and it would include the cable networks that Netflix did not plan to buy. That produced a wonderfully nasty sequence of shareholder letters. December 10th, David Ellison of Paramount told Warner Brothers shareholders that Paramount had submitted 6 proposals and accused the board of choosing an inferior Netflix deal. 1 week later, Warner Brothers board fires back, calling Paramount's offer inadequate, overly leveraged, and insufficiently guaranteed. December 22nd, Larry Ellison, father of David Ellison, and at times the richest person in the world, the owner of Oracle, personally guaranteed $40.4 billion in equity financing, and Paramount increased its regulatory breakup protection. January 7th, Warner Brothers rejects the Paramount offer, calling it a risky buyout. January 12th, Paramount sues Warner Brothers for information about the Netflix agreement, threatens a proxy fight, and sought to block the planned cable company separation without a shareholder vote. Now we're in February. Paramount improves their offer again. Netflix gave Warner Brothers a 7-day window, allowing them to negotiate with Paramount while retaining the right to match any superior bid. So here's what Paramount ultimately offered: $31 per share, entirely in cash. A daily ticking fee after September 30th, 2026. I'll explain more on that later. That means if the deal doesn't close by September 30th, there's a monetary penalty each day. Also, a $7 billion regulatory termination fee, meaning if they accept the Paramount deal and it doesn't end up going through, Paramount has to pay $7 billion. Also, Paramount paid the $2.8 billion fee that Warner Brothers owed Netflix for abandoning their agreement. We're talking about billions of dollars here. So guess what? February 26th, Warner Brothers declared that Paramount's new proposal was superior. Netflix declined to match it, saying that it was no longer financially attractive. Netflix shares rose more than 10%, indicating that the investors were relieved. Now, there's continuing opposition to this merger. Unlike the anonymous protest against the Netflix deal, the Paramount opposition became very public. There is a block the merger letter, which now lists more than 5,600 film and television professionals, including Mark Ruffalo, Robert De Niro, Florence Pugh, Pedro Pascal, Ben Stiller, Emma Thompson, David Fincher, and Lin-Manuel Miranda, arguing that the merger would leave only four major Hollywood studios, reduce employment and production, weaken independent companies, and narrow creative diversity. There's a lawsuit. On July 14th, the Writers Guild of America sued to block the merger, arguing that a combined company between the country's largest buyer of original film and television writing would give it too much power to suppress wages, reduce jobs, and commission less programming. 12 states have an antitrust case, including New York and California, where, of course, most of Hollywood stuff is occurring, complaining that this newly formed company will control 25% of wide-release theatrical films, 30% of anticipated blockbusters, and 27% of basic cable licensing. The states argue that Paramount would gain more leverage over theaters and TV distribution, leading to higher prices, less content, fewer employment opportunities. They would also control CBS News and CNN, raising a broader concern about the concentration of news media. Interestingly enough, the U.S. Department of Justice is not in opposition. Where are we present day? Just as of a few days ago, the merger is paused. A federal judge initially entered a temporary order preventing the companies from closing. Paramount agreed on July 24th not to complete the transaction while the antitrust case is currently in court. Either that or not until after June 1st of next year. So the deal is not canceled, but the expected closing that was going to be in 2026 is thrown into serious doubt. Starting every day after September 30th, Paramount could owe Warner Brothers shareholders $7 million per day for being in violation of that ticking fee because the deal didn't close in good enough time. So the question is, at what point does Ellison's willingness to keep paying and paying and paying demonstrate confidence? And at what point is it just him being stubborn?
I think we're past it.
I mean, yeah, we've already gone past this point here.
He's paid too much.
This is it's insane to me. And I know that was long. Thank you for hearing that.
No, it's a lot. It's amazing, really, that that nothing can possibly get done. It sounds like nothing's ever going to get done.
It seems like. Did you ever see the movie Tin Cup?
I most certainly did.
Yeah, of course.
Right, golf, right? It's talk. Here we are again. An aging golfer trying to regain past glory.
That's a great movie.
Great movie.
And he's got a chance, and then in frustration at the end, he just keeps hitting the ball into the water.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where we're at right now.
He's trying. Everybody's gonna remember his 12.
I actually have another page here, but this has gone on long enough. But pros and cons, right? Like, of course, I haven't even used the word monopoly, but that's the antitrust thing, right? We're worried about too much control under one roof and what that means for, the viewer and the worker and content and prices, How many streaming services are now all under one hood? How much money does
that was a
cost?
concern for sure.
Yeah. So, guys, I think that's no yoke.
So when you said no yoke in the chat, you meant that's what it was called, where I thought you were saying, no, I'm not doing the yoke. And then I write back, you're going to do as you're told. And you let it go till now. Now it's all coming together full circle. Now, after that, I mean, I need a drink. I know Bryant needs a drink. I'm sure Matt needs a drink. And we're going to do Scotch eggs. So, Bryant, what are you drinking?
We have several local places around here, and we've got a new local brewery. As Brad missed it with during his time, Nebraska Land Days brings out some amazing brewers and breweries, and we have a local one here that has just started up, and it's called Ape Ship. So I have to say it slow because if you say it too fast,
Hey,
people get
Jim.
confused. Exactly. Uh, I found them there, and they had some great drinks, some great IPAs, some great stouts, some great brews, all this. Why I bring them up is because the thing I love the most about them is they're pirate themed. So all of their drinks come with a pirate themed name, and I just love that about them. Um, one of the drinks that I've been drinking down there here recently, excuse me, I do love peach. I think it's been mentioned with my love of peach crown. But I've been drinking Polly Wants a Peach Wheat. It is a peach wheat. It's a peach wheat drink. Um, Kind of their version of it. 5.4% alcohol. It is a fantastic peach wheat beer that I enjoy, and I also just love. Polly Wants a Peach Wheat. I just think that's hilarious to me. I could go through a list of all these drinks here because they make me laugh, but peach wheat beer. I don't know what it is about peach that makes it so appealing to me, but I just love peach drinks. I guess I don't know.
I'm kind of the opposite. I'm an anti. I don't hate peach, but it's not my favorite.
I get that though, and I think it's depending on how it's mixed in the drink for me. But because like there's some peach beers I don't like, but this one gets me, and I do enjoy it.
Got it. What do you got to say about that, Matt?
I like peach IPA. Brian,
Mhm.
I believe we've discussed the peach
Cobbler,
what is that? Yeah, but what is that called? The Canadian whiskey?
Crown Royal.
Crown
Crown
Royal,
Royal, peach
yeah,
crown peach. Yeah, the cobbler. Come
yeah,
on.
the cobbler,
I have the
yeah,
peach cobbler.
yeah.
Yeah.
We got to go with the cobbler. Um, Before I pass it on, I do want to mention one other one that I also that I enjoy also just because of the name. I haven't ordered it yet, but I want to. It's called Chocolate Monkey Salty Balls.
Hmm.
Haven't tried it yet, but I just think it'll be interesting.
Might
Sounds
pass on that.
delicious.
Sure.
I'm always against when there's food and drink named after like something gross sounding, like when they're trying to be funny. It's like,
Hmm.
let's not do that.
Well, I'm going to go down the same path here, and I may even talk about a monkey. So we have a brewery in Pennsylvania called Victory. It started in Downingtown, Pennsylvania, and they have a beer called Golden Monkey. Golden Monkey is a Belgian style triple brewed with Belgian yeast, banana, and clove. It is 9.5% alcohol. And I've had beers that are 9, 12, 13%, probably since brewing started, right? Like brewing, like local breweries started. But there is something about Golden Monkey that causes a chemical imbalance in my brain. And from the very first one, I have one, and I'm telling you, I am not right. There is something in this beer besides what they're telling us. I don't know, you could call it a conspiracy. I mean, I can take it as a personal threat. I mean, I think I have personally threatened people after I've had the beer, but I cannot drink it anymore. It does something to me and it messes me up, and it messes me up very, very quickly.
Yeah, it's the high alcohol content.
Bullshit. I've had 12 percenters before. I've had 13 percenters before. It doesn't hit me the way this
Well,
beer hits me.
you're older now. You're older and
No,
more
no,
feeble.
no. This has been going on for years. And I remember I brought a couple of them to a party, and my friend's wife said, not in this house. You're not bringing those devil drinks in this house.
Yeah, that's like a at home on the couch when you're drinking that much.
Yeah.
I've had that before. So Victory is makes its way to New
Yeah.
Jersey, and it's been, I don't know, 10 years or more since I've had that one. But I've absolutely had Golden Monkey.
Yeah. I mean, I've had a lot of their beers, but
Yeah.
that one
Yeah,
is
there was
I'm not having it anymore.
I don't know, there's some IPA of theirs that I've had.
I like Hop Devil.
Maybe that's it.
And then, but that's all. So, I just wanted to let everybody know I don't drink them anymore. But I saw them I
Boo.
saw them in the store the other day, and I'm like, oh, there they are, still for sale. They haven't figured it out yet. Which brings us to you, Matt.
So I'm not talking about a drink with a monkey in it.
Ah, come on.
So as we've previously discussed, of course we live in different states and there's different rules for sales of alcohol. Where I live, normal grocery stores and stuff do not sell any alcohol, and all types of alcohol, beer, wine, and liquor can be sold in the same store. We just call them liquor stores. So there is a chain that I know is wide, but I don't know if you guys know it because of the different rules, but it's called Total Wine. Do you know Total
Yeah, I
Wine?
know Total Wine.
Yeah. So Total Wine is a large store and they have lots of things, especially wine, but they have good prices, because they're like a big, more of a wholesale,
Yeah.
almost like a wholesale feeling when you go inside of it. And recently, a competitor opened up right by our house. It's called Bottle Republic, which is very similar. You walk in, you think you're in Total Wine.
Mhm.
And man, they've got a rewards program, and I'm a sucker for a rewards program. And they have a lot of promotions, and it's easily accessible. So there's been some summertime parties and drinks and stuff. So I like a transfusion, which is a classic golf drink. A lot of golf lately.
Man.
It's grape juice, ginger, and lime in cocktail form. And it's a classic golfer's drink, but it's made its way into like, the canning line with, your high noons and your white claws and stuff. So high noon makes a transfusion and it's only like 4% or 4.5%.
Perfect.
And it tastes, I love how it tastes. And they're great, it's 100 degrees on the 4th of July. I had a couple of them and it hit the spot.
I might get some. I'm gonna try it.
You should. And they come in, normally high noons come are sold in a 4-pack, and these
Yeah.
are sold in a 6-pack.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I think high noons for me, I don't know if they're sold. So we have beer distributors, we have the liquor store, and then they do sell in our grocery stores, they do sell some
Yeah.
wine and beer, but not liquor. I'm not sure where the high noons
Well,
fall.
high noon is vodka, so that would
Yeah,
be
but
another.
so are Surfsides, and they sell those in both here.
Okay.
So that there's a loophole there, and I think
They're
like
hovering
guess
on
what?
the
Good
line.
news. Good news. They're next door to each other by my house.
They're hovering on the line there. Straddling that line.
Well, very good, guys. Which brings us to the omelet, which is just going to be my observations and bitching. All right. So first things first, we all use an AI, right? We're all using it. AI does give some bullshit answers. I mean, real bullshit answers. So I don't know if you guys have ever used the Google Lens. Okay. You can put a picture into Google, in the search bar and ask a question. It's a beautiful thing, really. So they had this guy on the Phillies game the other day, and it was in a crowd, and they said something like, well, I guess there's not a professional wrestling event tonight. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? Who's this guy? So I take a picture of him and I put it into Google Lens and I say, who is this? And they said it's Jason Kelsey. What a bunch of bullshit. That was so far off. Good thing I didn't have that on a test. So AI is not always right, is my point here. And not even close.
We know that.
But not even close. Not even close.
I think the big a common criticism is instead of admitting that it's wrong or doesn't know, it'll just say something.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. So remember you the other day told us that your Sue's crush is Bill Pullman, which is a
Or
hilarious thing.
when she was younger.
Either way, there's no acceptable time in life.
There's no time for that. Yeah.
But I want to tell you my Sue's favorite number. 14. What the fuck is that? Who cares about number 14?
Yeah.
It was the
Like
most
Jim
random.
Kelly or something?
Is it her birthday?
It's nothing. It is absolutely nothing. It's nothing. It's not an anniversary. It's not her birthday. It's nobody's birthday in this house. 14 is my favorite number. For what reason is 14 your favorite number?
How do you have a favorite number?
I don't either. She's asked me the
number.
same question. She goes, what's your favorite number? I'm like, I don't have one because it's a stupid thing.
Favorite number?
All right. I started wearing tank tops underneath my work shirts lately, and I have to say I'm done with that because that is very uncomfortable. I don't want to wear anything under my shirt. I know you should. And if you're wearing a white shirt, you got to have something under there. I don't want to wear a tank top underneath. It was a bad idea, and I'm not doing it anymore.
You not wear a regular like undershirt?
Sometimes it depends on the shirt.
So if you're wearing a button-down dress shirt, there's nothing under it?
Depends on the color. If it's white,
Oh.
I'm wearing.
Never have the button layer touching my.
Oh yeah, I have no
body.
problem with that. I'm
Oh,
free
what?
and loose. I'm happy.
Oh
No.
no!
But yeah, everything's
No.
too tight in your world. I don't like it.
Oh no!
I was watching the Phillies game again, same day, and people pitchers are still sidearm pitching. Is that still a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you get the hell out of here. We've been told since we were kids not to do that. It's bad for your arm. They're still doing it. Who even starts it? Who says, yeah, go ahead with the sidearm. Let's see what happens. It should be outlawed. There should be no
Tommy
more
John-
sidearm pitching.
Well, you got to give Tommy John surgery somehow. I mean,
They all get hurt.
They all get hurt. It's
Yeah.
still a thing. All right, Brian, I gave you, I'm going to do my next one, but I gave you a picture,
You did,
right?
yes.
So I'm going to do my next one and then you can show the picture after I'm done and I'm going to skip, you know what I'm doing? You understand,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
But who the hell watches the Tony Awards? I can't even believe that's on a regular channel. Like, I mean, I can't watch the Academy, barely watch the Academy Awards. I watch a little bit of it, the Grammys, a little bit of it, but the Tonys? What do I care? I do, and I like going to plays, but I'm not going to sit there and hear best original score on a nuts a bunch of nonsense. You don't watch it, do you?
No, I don't. I've been
I
to like
can't believe it's on a regular NBC 8 CBS
no. I'm
channel. I
not.
can't.
I think it's on CBS. I'm not
Yeah,
a theater guy, so I would
I'm a
know.
theater guy. I still don't want to watch that. Anyway, all right, Brian, go ahead. Who would buy this thing? Like, this is a car that we have on our lot. This is a car we have on our lot. It is it. I mean, I don't know what do you call that? Copper and with the white top. Is that a hat this thing is wearing? Like this is a Chevy Trax or Chevy Trailblazer or something like that. Two tone. I'm out on two tone. If you're gonna do two tone, how about black and red or black on top, white top? This thing looks like it's wearing a
Yeah.
ridiculous hat. Do you remember those shirts like from the 90s where you had like the button down shirt was blue and then for some reason the collar was white? Get out of here with
Yeah.
that bullshit. That's what this is. I hate it.
I'm not nearly as offended as you are, but I don't like it.
No, I don't, it's going to be sitting
No,
on my lot for the end of time. I'll tell you that.
I do like
I'm
yeah,
sending it tomorrow to pick up another car, and I'm leaving this there for a week,
yeah.
and I don't even care.
I would.
Yeah, I'm doing.
So yeah, actually like that coppery color.
Yeah, you would.
Mm.
Speaking of colors, I think orange is a very orange or orange, however what part of the world you're from, is a very underrated color. I like orange.
Taz would agree.
Okay, I don't. There's a few controversials in this. Okay, I don't ride motorcycles. I'm not against motorcycles, if you want to ride it, but I think it's obnoxious to say that every accident that involves a motorcycle is the person that's driving a car's fault. Okay, that is not true. There are people that drive in the middle lane in a highway. There are people that go fast that cause just as much that cause problems too. They aren't all perfect because they're riding the motorcycle, and all the people in their SUVs are the assholes. I'm sure it's true that it does
No,
happen, but enough already.
Yeah.
All right.
no, motorcyclists drive like insane people by me. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
but there's all these signs, watch motorcycle, and I will, but there's an obnoxiousness on that end too of of riding too
I
fast.
would say that, we've all had the feeling of you're driving and then something in your rear view makes you uncomfortable. And 9 times out of 10, it's a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, they're coming up behind me. What
So
am I gonna
so
kill this guy by mistake?
yeah, come on. Matt, last week you did the slogans, and one of them was "Who knew?" Right?
Who knew?
Who knew? Who knew?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
maybe I'm wrong on this one. We're gonna skip this one because I think I
Okay.
got it. I think I got it wrong. So, did these knights really wear this shining armor? That looks like the most uncomfortable thing I've ever seen in my life. Like,
Heavy.
I mean, you're gonna cut parts of your skin on this thing, right? Yeah, Knights in Shining Armor was a really bad idea.
The tough life these people had.
Yeah, no, I think that was a bad move. Now, this is the gross part. It's gonna get a little sexual here. Has anybody ever like performed a 69 right? like, is that really a
You
thing, or is
talked
that just
about this once already,
You
and I was
talked about this
uncomfortable the
before.
first time that you brought it up.
well, I just because
Ass.
I've been asking a lot of people lately, and I just think it's something for the movies, right? If I did do it, I'll tell you what, I don't remember it.
This is not the show.
Okay, but the
This is
other
not
part of
the
this
show.
is
No clips of this one.
if you have a big hickey on your neck, like if your kid has a big hickey on his neck, I think it's safe to say that's all he's done because that is about the dumbest thing you can do in the world. It is not fun. It is not comfortable, and it just
Piggies are
that
stupid.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I think that's where it stops. So if you see that on your kid, you probably should be happy that that's all it is.
I also feel
Sure.
like that word is like an old fashioned word, like dungarees or something. Like we don't say hickey anymore.
I find that when I go to the store, there are some things that are just never on sale. And I have trouble pulling the trigger on. And one of them is Lorna Doones. Lorna Doones are like a shortbread cookie. They're really, really good. But man, they're really up there in price. I finally bought them, but I was upset because I walked by them every day, every time I went to the store for about 2 years and didn't buy them. So it's finally happened. All right, it's going to be a very, very rough day that I ever drink out of a water fountain again.
Right.
They're
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
everywhere.
even
Uh-uh.
really don't. I use bottle fillers like at the airport.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's gross.
I mean, it kind of is.
So there's a lot of rumor out there that salespeople don't talk. It's all made up when salespeople talk to their managers at a car dealership. I'm just here to let everybody know that we really are talking about making you the best deal.
Are you?
Yeah, it's not just a pretend thing where I say, "Hey, is he really going to wait this long?" Yeah, no, it's really we were really discussing it.
And, once every 2 months, Brad's got to slip in the whole like, we're the good guys. Come by this orange car with the white hat.
I always reintroduce myself to people if I'm not sure if they're going to remember who I am,
I like that.
or if they're with their spouse and we kind of have like a relationship that isn't there. I introduce myself to her.
Smart. That's
That's a
wise
smart move.
and
Yeah.
courteous.
It's everybody less uncomfortable, right?
Courteous.
I think all remote controls should glow in the dark. I was at a situation recently where it was very dark in my room and I kind of just woke up, but I didn't want to turn the lights on, but I also could not use the remote because the buttons were lighting up. So I just went back to sleep.
Hmm.
I hate people that say, let's go get ice cream. And I say, well, I really don't want to eat bad right now. Well, we're going to walk there. Okay. Okay.
That's this is a good one. This is a good
That's
one.
a good one. I like
Walk
that.
it off.
Yeah.
The 16 calories we burn walking there.
Who cares about doubles tennis?
I care the same as I do about singles tennis.
I can deal with watching Wimbledon with like the championship, maybe.
Hmm.
Like maybe like off and on, but doubles tennis. I mean, is there any kind of a word that comes with that, or is that just for fun? Who cares?
I mean, I'm pretty sure the Williams sisters have won major things.
I'm with you.
Sure.
Jeff Jarrett gave a quote the other during his Dark Side of the Ring that I just want to say: "Fame doesn't change folks; it reveals folks." Thought that was very well said. So
That was very well said.
you're always this person. It's just a whether or not you got to this level now, and we're all going to see it. Happy heavenly birthday. Ah, come on. Come on. Just, just, who the fuck are you talking to? Ah,
Okay.
I get Tommy Lee Jones and Billy Bob Thornton mixed up all the time.
Ow.
And it doesn't help that Landman,
Wow.
Billy Bob Thornton's name is Tommy. It's killing me. I'm freaking never getting it right.
I do not mix them up, but I have definitely mixed people up before.
Yeah,
Definitely. I think I mixed up like Timothy Oliphant. I feel like he looks like five other different actors.
he does. He's
He's like the dude from Star Trek. What is he? Josh not Josh. Chris Pine.
yeah. This is going to be extremely unpopular with a lot of people.
Mm.
People say when someone dies, they come back as a cardinal in their yard. Yeah, no cardinals come to my yard, so I guess no one's coming to see me. Ugh. Whose idea was it that we have to have coffee after dinner? I'm really ready to get the hell out of there. Like coffee? Oh, I can't have any of this cake without some coffee. You know what? Once my meal's done, I'm not really doing dessert very often, but I'm definitely not going to sit around for another 20 minutes while you slurp down your coffee. If we're on a first date and you decide you want coffee, I'm going to promise you this: it's going to be your last date.
My father would drink coffee at night. I think that's the only person I have ever witnessed drink coffee at night. I don't know
Yeah,
how it's possible. Isn't it supposed to keep you awake? Why would you drink it at night?
I don't understand it.
Some salesman's idea.
All
Yeah, it is.
right, two more guys. There's a thing on ESPN now where they're interviewing the players in baseball on the field while they're playing.
Yeah.
Like Bryce
Might come
Harper
up.
is doing an interview at first base while he's fielding.
During a real game?
Yes,
Yeah.
who thinks this is a good idea?
I mean, I've seen them do that in like the All-Star game and stuff.
No, they did this in
Fine.
real time.
Real time, because I've watched a few ESPN games this year. Yeah, and it's one thing for an outfielder, I think, but a first baseman, he's
You
gonna
gotta
get
do the
knocked in head.
star.
Yeah,
You gotta have
I
the
am,
star though.
I'm very anti that.
Yeah, I'm anti that too.
I would have that in my contract that I'm not doing that.
I'm sure that because they asked Bryce Harper to pitch LeBron coming to Philly. That's clearly what won LeBron over. I'm just saying.
They did ask him that during that interview,
They did. That's
Oh,
what I'm saying.
and he said he's going to the Cavs.
Yeah. You thought he'd go to
Oh,
Cleveland. Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
glad
like
you
any.
saw that, Brian.
I don't
Yeah.
like any of that.
And finally, this happened today because it was an accidental purchase. Would you ever eat a hoagie on a wheat roll?
Oh, many times I've done
Oh,
it.
I'm
Yeah.
out. I'm completely out on wheat rolls. If I'm going to
What?
eat a hoagie, I'm sure as hell not going to eat the wheat roll. Okay, I'm eating bad enough. That bread isn't going to be the difference maker.
Yeah, it's not even that much better of a choice health wise.
That's what I mean. It's like
Yeah.
it's like ordering your Burger King meal with a Diet Coke. To me, that's the same thing. Like
Yeah.
so, guys. I mean, some of those were good. Some of them hit. Some of them definitely didn't.
Yeah.
Uh, but you never know what's going to hit for
Exactly.
sure.
I can think of a few misses.
Yeah, I can go back and edit them maybe. Which brings us to eggnog, and I don't even know how I put this on here because this is community pages,
It is. Yes.
and I
What are
did
you
it as a
what are you
group
do?
activity.
What are
You
you
did.
doing to us?
You did.
I think I wrote this down by accident.
What are you doing to us here?
So, who we got? Bryant.
Yeah. I was about to say I should go first here.
This
So
was hang on. You put this on
Oh,
the
I know
original
this is a complete mess
topic
up.
list because you wanted to talk about this.
No, actually, I had nothing till yesterday.
And now we're just no, I'm saying when this originally made its way to the list of ideas, it was all because you wanted to do it
For
because
someone, for
you
someone
hang
like
out.
you that is constantly changing this list and making new topics and getting rid of topics, you have a lot of nerve calling me out,
I'm not.
sir.
true.
I don't get rid of topics.
You cross them out and you leave them there,
I cross them. Yeah,
like they're a tombstone or
Yeah.
something.
Like they're
no,
nothing to us.
I cross them out to record keeping.
Yeah.
What the freaking hell for? All right, Bryant. Sorry.
So for my community pages, I'm going to reference. We just had our county fair here recently,
What
and
else is new?
right, and so for us, our fairgrounds is also where we have our local racetrack. And the local racetrack was when I was younger, it was the place to be on Saturday nights. You went out, you watched the races, the sprint car races, the YMCA races, it's just so many great races going on. And as I got older, you grow out of it a little bit because you kind of grow out of the races. Well, this year for the fair, they decided to bring in, as they called them, a big act for a concert. I still don't know who Scotty McCreery is, but I'm told he's a big name.
Yeah, I saw him.
Okay. So they used the racetrack as part of the concert. They just put it out in the middle of the racetrack, put the stage up there. To do this, they actually ripped out the part of the retaining walls of the racetrack. So the people who ran the racetrack are now throwing a fit because the county fair came in and did all this on what is their property. The racetrack is there, but the people come in who run the racetrack pay the fair board to run the track. And now the people are trying to cause this huge stir of like, oh, they're destroying the track because they don't want the track here, all of this. And now the community page is filling up with people who are complaining. And then other people coming and going, well, when was the last time you went to a race? When is the last time we supported this? There's no support for it. There's no support for it. Why do it? People just want to be outraged to be outraged. So I'm bringing this up as saying, hey, if you have small town stuff, small town businesses like this, or like small town events where like, hey, it's the race is going on, support it. And if you don't want to support it, then leave it alone. Just don't butt into something that if you don't care, why should we care now?
You've been waiting. You are very good at community pages, eggnog. This is a
Maybe.
perfect eggnog experience right here.
Yeah.
By the way, why is it even called that? Eggnog.
You named it.
No,
No idea.
I
They
don't know.
all make perfect sense.
By the way, Scotty McCreery was a winner of American Idol as
American
well.
Idol.
I
knew.
thought so, but I
Really
I
skinny
couldn't
guy,
name
young-looking kid with a deep voice.
it. Okay, now I know who you're talking about.
Was
Okay,
it
yeah.
American Idol or something else?
But that's the point of this here, is that why is everybody butting in? Just stay out of it.
Yeah, this is none of your business, guys.
Why are we making something out of this?
I do like a good territory battle.
Very good. Very, very good. So for me, so this is my own section of town. Someone wrote and took a picture. Wow, someone let their dog urinate inside my trash can. Gross. Pretty sure there's a thing called karma. Good thing I have cameras. So let me tell you about this day. It was a garbage day, and for some reason, we have the garbage cans that get picked up by, whatever the mechanical thing and put in. And everybody's was down. Okay. Like, I don't know. Usually they put it down pretty good. Everybody's was turned over. This guy was having a rough day. Also, it was heavy, heavy raining day. So it was just a mess in the neighborhood. And I'm out with the dog and I'm barely paying attention. And I see my dog pee inside the knocked over trash can. So I get home. I'm not even thinking anything of it. I get home and I read this. And I'm like, oh man, am I going to be called out on community pages? So I,
Oh
I
my
Googled this woman's,
God.
I Googled this woman's name. I got all the information and rest assured it was not the street I was on. However, my dog probably peed in 3 of these cans and I am as guilty as anyone.
Why are
In
you
my
Well,
allowing
defense,
this?
huh?
yeah,
Why are you allowing this?
I was half paying attention, and it's not normal. Like that, these cans would be tipped over like this. He was excited about peeing on something new. That's what boy dogs do.
it's
So
true.
I'm guilty. This very
You know
guilty.
what?
This could have been a bad day for me.
It is a bad day. You should be embarrassed. And also, every single time we ever mention a dog, it's never anything good.
No. Well, anyway, dodge the bullet on that one. Which
Yes.
brings us to you, Matt.
I wish I could dodge a bullet this category. I'm not on these community pages. I think there's one local one that I'm on Facebook, and every now and then there'll be a message with like somebody looking for or looking to provide cleaning services. And I don't even know if it's anywhere near legit. So I don't click on these things anyway. It's probably something I should, leave group or whatever. But here's something I can talk about because this is all I got. So I live in New Jersey. I live in the land of wonderful bagels, and there's a lot of bagel shops around here. There's one right up the street. It's pretty good. And for the past few months, there has been a rival bagel store threatening to open. Right? You see them. They got the blockers on the outside. They're doing the work on the inside. The signage is going up. There's an Instagram account that is just on fire. The neighborhood is a buzz. I mean, everybody's talking about it. We're counting down to the opening. You can see, oh, now they've got the name on the window and everything, and you can tell it's going to be any day now. And they did a soft open, and I drove by and I saw it was a private event. So they must have done like a friends and family, come in the first day. That's how these places operate, try to get the swing of things. And then they announced their grand opening was going to be the Saturday morning, and I thought, man, that's a bad idea. It's the weekend. People go there. If you live where I live, these places are overcrowded on Saturday and Sunday mornings with bagel buyers. So there was a Friday before the Saturday, and I said, I bet you they're open, just unannounced. So I went. There was nobody there. I got a bagel. I like to get egg and cheese on a toasted sesame. And you know what? It was great. But, so is the one across the street and the one 2 towns over. I mean, they're all great around here. It was very good. But then they have the grand opening and they're posting social media stories and there's like a 2 hour wait. Who is waiting 2 hours for a bagel? By the
Crazy
way,
people.
twice as expensive as, the one across the street, the old one. But somebody I know waited online for like 2 hours, and I was like, I went the day before and waited for 0 minutes. And then, of course, Sunday was like that too. And then the following weekend was like that too. So I went today, midday, not a weekend. And because the first time I went and I got like a breakfast bagel, and I wanted to go back and get like they have like an extensive like lunch menu where you can get everything on a big. Brad's shaking his head because he's like, Matt's just telling us about his food.
The topics that we had to get rid of.
The
Breakfast
topics
for
are-
dinner.
yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah, breakfast for dinner. Yeah.
So I got myself a chicken grilled chicken, bacon, cheddar cheese, uh, lettuce, and avocado on a sesame bagel. And I did wait a few minutes for it, although I knew some people that were there, so we were chit-chatting. And came out and they got the order wrong, of course. but it was still good. It was very good, but it was like $13, and I'm like, I'm never ever gonna spend $13 on a bagel sandwich again. I mean, that's just not gonna happen. And
Well,
there you have it.
well, that wasn't bad, Matt. I mean, the Instagram account made that what it is.
Yeah.
Community pages. It's your community.
Instagram account. I mean, and they've
It's
been so
community for the community.
somebody told me today that I don't live in this world, guys, so I don't know, but I guess they've got a lot of influencers stopping by for help marketing and promotion. I mean, how does that work? You have a lot of followers, so you get free food and then you make
Yeah.
everything look amazing.
Probably.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
exactly right.
Right. How's long? Okay. Why don't you go make a nice lifelong career out of that, everybody? But
Ha!
anyways, it's got a lot of popularity. I guess it's close to the hype. But I'm just probably gonna go back to the other place because it was pretty good.
Yeah, I get that. Very good, Matt.
Very
I'm very,
good.
very proud of you. You were longer than both of us combined, so you obviously nailed the topic.
I
Yes.
talk too much. I know. I'm sorry.
I didn't mean that. I just meant that you acted like you were about to talk for 2 minutes or 2 seconds, and
Well,
you
remember the
didn't.
time I talked
See,
about
and
like the pickle on the
Yeah, and I
sandwich?
was going to I was going to quickly compare it to the pickles, and then you had a whole story, so I didn't have to.
Oh, the pickles.
So, Bryant, that brings us to you, and that's the ostrich egg, which is who are you spotlighting, or what are you spotlighting?
so gonna spotlight as we all know I am a wrestling nerd. There's a
No.
big event going on this weekend as we're recording. So naturally, we need to talk about the important things going on here. And the important thing is simply this. Have you guys heard of Jimothy? Nobody?
No,
Nobody?
no, I don't think
Great.
so.
So Jimothy is this little raccoon fellow. Jimothy is a raccoon. He's got a viral sensation in Seattle, Washington. He gained global and internet fame this past July due to an ultra rare body shape. As you can see, he is very compact, doesn't have a neck, as this shows you, because Jimothy is a raccoon. Doesn't look like the typical raccoon, as you can see. He was spotted in Seattle in a neighborhood as he was combing through getting trash, and people were just like, "He looks like a fluffy orb." Didn't realize it was a raccoon until the picture started coming out. The condition, as veterinarians believe, is a shortened spine syndrome, a rare cognitive spinal deformity, though he appears healthy, active, and spry. Just basically what the condition is it just shortens his body and makes him kind of a shorter, smaller raccoon. Now, why do I bring this up? Sue loves this thing. Sue shows me every time he's on screen, any picture she gets, any video that this Seattle people provide. How big has this gotten? Great question. The Seattle Mariners have actually done Jimothy Night, set for August 5th, where proceeds to benefit food banks. They will be passing out stuffed Jimothy lookalikes. He has also had the Seattle officials have proclaimed this season, Jimothy Summer. It's a raccoon, folks. It's just a raccoon, but he is everywhere. By the way, if you go onto Google, this is the fun thing for all of you to do, and I hope my fellow eggs will do this as well. When you go onto Google, if you search Jimothy raccoon, the Jimothy raccoon will appear on your Google screen and run across your screen. How popular has he gotten? He's also been added to the Roku sleep screen. So as you're watching the screen on Roku, there's a spot where a street light is. He is now on the Roku screen as well. I've never seen a raccoon get this much fame, popularity, notoriety. I don't know what else to call it. Spotlight on Jimothy.
I got two things.
Please.
First thing is, I might have missed it. Does he live in captivity?
Nope. He's just a free roaming raccoon that lives in the wild.
So who examined him to know all this shit?
No, and they just said based on this picture, this is what they think it is.
Second, what does this have to do with wrestling?
Nothing. I just wanted to throw you off by throwing wrestling in there. It's just a curveball, folks.
Just making sure.
Diversion.
Yeah.
Well done, because I
Everyone-
totally thought he was going after a SummerSlam.
I thought he was probably going to be a tag team partner with Danhausen or something.
It could, at this point, I could see it.
Okay. My mind is blown right now. First of
You're
all,
welcome.
I just did the Google and he ran across the screen. That's not why
Thank
my
you.
mind is blown, but it confirmed that's what happened. I swear to God, earlier today, I was in a group chat with other folks, and it was a carryover from a group chat from last week where we were discussing the hidden things in the Roku screensaver, and we pointed out that there is the clock tower from Back to
Mm-hmm.
the Future and the Ghostbusters
Mm-hmm.
fire station and a bunch of other things.
Yeah, I've seen this.
I thought it was a lot of generic things like a sea serpent and a giant robot.
King
And
Kong.
Yeah.
later and earlier today, and I just reviewed this while you're speaking, one of my friends wrote, I think they snuck Jimothy in there. And I
Yep.
went completely past that text because I had no idea what she was talking about, and now I do. So two
You're
people in my
welcome.
life are
No,
talking about how the Roku screensaver includes Jimothy the raccoon.
this is fantastic. I
See,
want I
here's the
want the Jimothy toy, by the way.
see, and
The
again,
stuff that I
Seattle,
started thinking, how much is that going to cost me on
August 5th, you
eBay?
can't tell me they're not going to produce that mass everywhere. I'm just
Well,
going to say
yeah,
that
this
now. But at the same time, I'd never heard of this. Again, nothing. And then Sue is just obsessed with this raccoon now. She's just obsessed with it. So anytime a video pops up, they've done news reports about it in Seattle, all this stuff. So
you know what you got to do. Your next Sunny Side Up, you're going to tell us how you're going to Seattle to see Jimothy.
I will not. No.
And then you have to get her to the Jimothy. They're probably going to be a Jimothy
Now
store
see, I will
eventually.
now see, I will go to a Mariners game. I would do that. But only to get that plush though. That doll
Yeah.
now. So
I love when something gets a hold of us like this, and it's a
Mhm.
good thing, you know?
Yeah.
I love that.
All right, well, guys, this was a fun show. Look, it just flies by. Matt, why don't you go ahead and hit us with the socials?
Before I do that,
Oh man,
Brad, you've worn that shirt before. Would you display it a little bit better for us?
yeah,
It says the Coop. It says Catawba Island,
Catawba Island.
Ohio.
Yeah, it's on
Man, does
Lake
that
Erie.
shirt bother me?
Why?
Like there's some tropical island in
It's an
Ohio.
island. And
yeah,
you have to take a ferry to get to it.
What's on the island?
yeah. The coop.
It's a vacation spot. It's where my sister's lake house is.
Oh my God. In
We
Ohio.
You
it's
gotta
on Lake Erie. It's not a
Okay.
beach. It's an island. An island is a land surrounded by water. It doesn't have to be in a tropical island. And the Coop is a
Lake
restaurant
Erie.
bar.
Yeah.
Is that one of the Great Lakes?
Yes, it's one of the 5 Great Lakes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, Superior.
Look at that.
Holmes.
Ah, damn.
Holmes is correct, and that is
Oh.
how I know it.
Holmes.
Holmes.
And on that note, we are 3 Great Lakes, and we are better than one, cooking up every Monday morning at 6:30 a.m. Eastern on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere else you get your podcasts. Find us on YouTube at 3 Eggs Are Better Than One, the number 3, the letter R, the number 1. Like, subscribe, and comment. Follow us on X, Blue Sky, Instagram, and TikTok at 3 Eggs Are Better, the number 3, the letter R. And our individual accounts at YesManBrad, at BHaremza, and I am at Purple Shirt Guy without the I. Apologies to Bober, we ran out of time. Next week, Bryant should have something for us.
I do. And unfortunately, for the second time in a row, I give my eggs homework. As I have to occasionally do, I have to get out in the trade and I have to throw some cases every so often. And I decided I didn't want to listen to a podcast. I'm just listening to music. And out of nowhere, back to back to back to back, I had some great one-hit wonders pop up for me. So my homework to my fellow eggs is simply this. What are some of your favorite one-hit wonders? Are there some out-of-the-box ones? Are there some ones that maybe it's a one-hit wonder to you, but maybe nobody else has heard of? One-hit wonders. That's what we're going to talk about next week.
Are we talking about just songs or like people too?
You know what? I'll go for either one.
Like in one movie, never heard from him again. In
Yeah.
one show, never heard from him again.
Yep. I'll go with that too.
Okay. I gave myself more homework, didn't I?
No,
Yeah.
because I actually had the same thing, so I was going to kind of fall in the same category. But yeah, that's what we'll do next week. One-hit wonders.
Great. Take us home.
We thank you guys for joining us. As we found out, the coop is on an island. I've now learned that today, so I appreciate that. And we always enjoy these observations. They're always fun for us, and we thank you guys always for listening. Leave some reviews. We would love to interact with you guys. On that note, the egg timer's been set. We'll see you guys next week.